And it's rather convenient that the first piece is some real reality, so to speak. We've all been duped by statistics which can be bent to fit, as we all know. But let's have a real look at the state of America and its job market and the real size of the labour force. Now, in April, it contracted by nearly 500,000 people, and it fell for the fourth straight month. Now, the last time the labour force fell 4 months in a row was during 2007 and 2009. And before that, one has to go back to 1950. As a result, the actual labour force participation rate slipped to 62.8%. And what was a 6-year high in January of 63.2%. That is 63 out of every 100 able-bodied Americans who are 16 or older either have a job or are seeking one. That means 37.2% of Americans able-bodied over 16 have no job. 37%. But it gets worse. So you've got nearly 4 out of every 10 Americans not in work. But the figures actually say 62.8% who have a job or who are seeking one, which means they haven't got one. That means the figure of those actually working is less than 6 out of 10. Now, the social impact of this is enormous, and this is why America lags so far behind in many aspects these days, and it's fallen rapidly. And why we need a solution quickly. There is a solution, as our listeners will know, provided other people do their jobs and not pander to private groups with no interest in any country, never mind America. And the Manor World Holding Trust can put everyone back to work in jobs they wish to do, not just they have to do to get by. Think about that for a minute. Roughly 1 in 2 Americans able-bodied are not working. Add in the fact that many Americans are doing more than one job, and that figure could well dip below 1 in 2 Americans working. These are the real figures, not the fake figures put out by the government. They understand math as well as the top CEO of Wells Fargo, like zero. You know, half the populace not engaged, half not exercising their skill sets, leading many to a life of crime. The cost of that is astronomical. Never mind the pain created by stealing off people, or damaging people, or killing people because they have no job. We have to engage the children again, create apprenticeships in manufacturing skills, which has been decimated over the last 3 decades. Give people value again. That will lead to creating less sickness or mental health issues. Create training centres that are available to all. That's a key point, and often overlooked. As some of our children are then not being pushed down the narrowing corridor programme called military training, all designed to fill up their soul-dire programme. Have people noticed these military job training programmes all come to the fore when the country's job prospects diminish? Do you think that's a coincidence? No, it's not. It's a deliberate program to make jobs and training scarce, then promote jobs and training in the military with an almost guaranteed position. And it's way past time Americans saw through that illusion and the program, as that pattern is repeated often. That many should start, at this point, be seen right through it by now. So I'm hoping with the advancements we've made over the past week, which was stated in the intel, is going to be the start of correcting this massive problem. And it is massive. 1 in 2 Americans not working.